Hi there, friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich. We're getting close to about 9 o'clock here on this Monday evening. Hope everybody had a great day. Hope you're able to enjoy the snow, but my advice is enjoy the snow at home. Don't travel right now. The roads are not good. I can tell you that we've gotten many reports of slick roads, primary roads, secondary roads. As soon as the sun went down, the roads got worse almost immediately. Now, we do have this Weather Authority alert day as we head through midday Wednesday. Okay, the snow is going to start to taper off here as we head, say, from midnight on. Doesn't mean we're going to be completely done at midnight. Please don't misunderstand me. But the best chance for snow showers that linger into early Tuesday morning will lie in the mountains. Then the rest of Tuesday, the winds increase as temperatures fall. And then the coldest air we've seen this season, the coldest air, frankly, we've seen since Christmas of 2022 arrives for us Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So that's why we're keeping this Weather Authority alert day going through midday Wednesday. We do have some weather alerts to tell you about. We've been doing so over the course of the last about 24 to 36 hours. Areas in purple, that's where we have winter weather advisories. Areas in pink, that's where we have winter storm warnings. Now, one thing has changed since the 7 o'clock newscast, and that is that Floyd and Carroll counties have been added to this winter storm warning. So winter storm warnings now in effect through Tuesday morning for Bland, Wythe, Grayson, Carroll, and Floyd counties. The rest of us in purple under winter weather advisories. Also winter storm warning for western Greenbrier and also for Pocahontas counties in West Virginia. Now, these winter weather advisories extend all the way east to beyond Richmond. These winter storm warnings extend all the way west into Kentucky and points south and west of there. So we are not alone in dealing with this wintry weather. This is a storm system that has impacted a whole lot of folks, us included. Some snowfall reports to talk to you about. Some of these have just come in. Others are about 30 to 35 minutes old. Fancy Gap, 5 inches. Boones Mill, 5 inches. Glenver and Roanoke County, 4 inches. Hillsville, 3 inches. Blacksburg, about 2.3 inches. Cave Spring, 4 inches. Wytheville, 3 inches. Bedford, 3 inches. Lynchburg, you're at about 2.2 inches of snow. Forest, you've seen a little bit more than that. Now, the current radar shows that the snow might be letting up a touch in at least a couple of our backyards. It's still snowing, okay? But if you looked at the radar at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. versus close to 9 p.m., you'll notice that the snow may be letting up a touch. It's still snowing, and it's going to continue to look similar to this picture through about 11 or midnight. It's after midnight when we really start to see a difference in the radar, a difference in the snow. You'll notice that we are going to do a couple of zooms here. We are seeing a couple of snow holes out across the NRV, including for folks right along Highway 69 south of Wytheville, along the Wythe, Carroll, and Grayson County line, while it's still snowing in Fort Chiswell and also still snowing in Wytheville. You'll notice that we are seeing some snow in Radford, up north towards Blacksburg, Parisburg, Simmonsville. Might actually be dealing with more of a little wintry mix of sleet and freezing rain from Rocky Mount south into Martinsville. While in Floyd, you've got some snow around you, maybe a couple of little raindrops fitting in with that snow in and around Floyd. So again, we are starting to see maybe a little bit more mixing taking place, especially into portions of the NRV towards, it looks like, portions of Franklin and Henry counties. You go further north and it's all snow as you head even towards the Roanoke Valley over towards Radford and areas in and around Pulaski. As we go further north, we still have some snow showers around Covington, Lexington, Buena Vista. The snow may be letting up a little bit in Lynchburg. Lynchburg, you've had some snow bursts here over the last 4 to 6 hours. The road conditions look not good at all along 460. Close to Lynchburg, I was checking out some VDOT cameras, and it looks horrible on 460, really on either side of Lynchburg. So I urge you folks to just, if you're living in the Hill City, just hunker down, stay in tonight. But snow showers continue certainly towards Lynchburg and Appomattox. Snow's a little bit heavier as you get a little bit closer to Bedford and also into areas close to Big Island. Want to talk to you about these threats that we're going to be dealing with here through Thursday morning, and the main threat is slick roads, okay? Please. And I've said this at least once or twice, and I just came on 4 minutes ago. Don't go outside unless you have to, okay? Stay inside. Primary roads looked pretty good up until about the sun went down. Once the sun went down, these roads look not good, okay? VDOT's doing the best they can, but the roads don't look good, okay? So primary roads, secondary roads, roads that have not been treated, they don't look good. So again, the secondary roads especially, stay off of. Primary roads aren't looking great, stay inside. School delays, school closures, we have lots of them. If you want to check out WSLS.com, we've got that list there. We also have a crawl running on WSLS TV. So if you have any questions about school cancellations for tomorrow, there are 2 ways that you can find that out. Go to WSLS.com or just click over to Channel 10. Some of us are shoveling snow as we speak. Power outages, not a big deal. Why? Because there's not a lot of wind, okay? This is a pretty heavy snow. It's not, they're kind of big, moisture-filled snowflakes. This is not what I would call a fluffy snow. This is, kind of a heavy snowflake type of snow. But we're being aided by the fact that there's not a whole lot of wind. If it was windy, I'd be much more concerned about power outages. Right now, there's not a lot of wind. Winds, though, will strengthen as we head later tonight into the day tomorrow. More on that here in a minute. The snow will start to let up for us here by between about 11 p.m. and about 12:30 a.m. Okay, that's the good news. We're not going to be completely dry after 12:30. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm just saying that the snow is going to let up quite a bit over the next roughly 3 to 3.5 hours. This is 3 a.m. Scattered snow showers will still be around, okay, especially as you head in the mountains. Further east might actually be warm enough for a little bit of sleet, freezing rain, and plain old rain. But in the mountains, you should be still cold enough for some scattered snow showers. Again, the precipitation becomes much more isolated to scattered beyond midnight tonight. This is 8 a.m. on Tuesday. Notice there are still some lingering snow showers in the mountains, mainly west of us towards West Virginia. Any upslope snow showers go away by lunchtime tomorrow, and then by Tuesday later in the day, we're going to start to break out more sunshine. So yes, some of us are going to certainly see more sunshine as we head into, say, the afternoon hours of Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, I think it's mostly cloudy virtually everywhere. But again, by tomorrow afternoon, may start to break out in a little more sunshine. And you need to know tomorrow is going to be, for the most part, dry outside of those few west slope snow showers early in the day. However, interesting thing about Tuesday, a couple of things. One, the winds are going to strengthen. Okay, it's going to be pretty blustery out there on Tuesday. The other thing is temperatures fall throughout the day. Temperatures may start out for some of us tomorrow morning in the lower 30s. However, we're going to see those temperatures dropping into the 20s by lunchtime, towards dinner time, and then eventually tomorrow night is just going to be absolutely frigid. We'll talk more about that cold air coming in just a second. You need to know, even though we're going to turn frigid Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, we do look dry. Brutally cold Wednesday morning, otherwise Wednesday and Thursday look dry, okay? Wednesday mainly sunny, Thursday the clouds will thicken. Thursday doesn't look quite as cold. Thursday we actually have highs climbing briefly into the 40s for some of us, and then yes, Friday happens. And it looks like another storm system will come at us on Friday. That one, I think, may have a little bit more of a mixing in. I think we could certainly see some snow on Friday. But I also think that we could see a little more sleet, freezing rain, and maybe even plain old rain. It looks like a true wintry mix could be with us with the storm system on Friday. Again, it does look as though we're going to see some snow out of it as of right now. But I'm thinking the snow may change over to a mix as opposed to it being mainly a snow event like what we just dealt with this storm that we're still dealing with right now. Again, a wintry mix possible for us Thursday night into the day on Friday. We'll be watching that storm system very closely. Right now, it does look as though it will probably start Thursday night as snow. May stay as snow for a little while into Friday, but once we can warm things up a little bit Friday, that's when we could see that mix to rain occur in at least some of our backyards. Temperatures stand for us right now: 25 in Hot Springs, 32 Wytheville, 30 in Roanoke, 28 Lynchburg, it's 31 in Danville, 33 as we speak in South Boston. So obviously areas that are below freezing right now are still seeing snow. But where you're above freezing, that's where we're seeing that mixing starting to take place. That's where we're seeing a little bit of rain showers. That's where we're seeing a little bit of sleet, maybe even a little bit of freezing rain. Obviously, if you're 32 or above, you have a better chance for some mixing or plain old rain showers. If you're below freezing, that's where you're still seeing some snow. Look at what's northwest of us. Look what's ahead for us. It's -3 in Chicago. It's 2 in Kansas City. It's -7 in Bismarck. That's the frigid, brutally cold air that I'm talking about heading our way. Okay, the jet stream's taking a big old dip to the south. It's going to allow the polar vortex. You've heard of that before, right? That's going to dip to the south, and the coldest air we've had of the season and the coldest air we've had in more than a year is headed our way here in about 30 hours from now, tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. Such that as you head out the door Wednesday morning, it could be in the single digits. 4 to maybe 8 degrees in places like Monterey, Hot Springs, Blacksburg, Narrows, Wytheville, Hillsville, Galax, and Floyd. Further east, it looks like you may be about 10 to 15 degrees. Wednesday is just going to be frigid. Your refrigerator is going to be warmer than what it's going to feel like outside. Thursday, we're looking at temperatures as you head out the door. Again, this is Thursday morning, anywhere between about 14 and about 21 degrees. So Thursday morning looks very, very, very cold as well. Now it would be the time, maybe tomorrow, if you haven't done so already, once the snow ends, that you in any way, shape, or form protect your pipes in your house, because I can tell you that this is going to be brutally cold. Okay, we're not going to, I don't think we get above freezing for many of us on Wednesday. May get a little bit warmer by Thursday, but again, we're talking about one of the coldest snaps we've had in more than 365 days here as we head into Wednesday morning, and potentially even as we head into Thursday morning. So I told you this already, but it bears repetition. Wednesday morning is going to be coldest we've been since Christmas of 2022. Yeah. Remember that, right? It was windy, it was cold. We had thousands upon thousands of power outages around Southwest Central and Southside Virginia. Don't think that's going to happen with this one, with this cold spell, but it's going to be just as cold, if not colder. And thankfully, the winds are going to calm down for us at least a little bit as we head into Wednesday. But we're looking at those temperatures. Wednesday morning, anywhere between 5 and 15, and it's going to be feeling colder than that because of the wind. Again, it's not going to be ultra windy outside Wednesday morning. Could have gusts over 20, 25 miles per hour. Regardless, when you're that cold, wind chills below zero are easy to attain, especially in the highlands and the New River Valley. So your feel-like temperature or your wind chill as you head out the door Wednesday morning going to be below zero in the highlands and the New River Valley. It's going to feel 0 to 5 in Roanoke and Lynchburg. It's going to feel 5 to 10 degrees in Southside. So again, I stress to you, frigid, brutally cold, dangerously cold. Bring those pets inside as we head into the middle of this week. Peak wind gusts on Tuesday, 20 to 30 miles per hour. Peak wind gusts Wednesday, only about 10 to 20 miles per hour. So the wind's going to be strongest on Tuesday. They'll start to weaken a little bit Wednesday. And then by Thursday, those winds are not going to be playing a huge role in our forecast. For tonight, the snow around right now will transform to scattered snow showers, especially in the mountains beyond midnight. Overnight lows tonight, 20s into the lower 30s. For tomorrow, temperatures reach the 30s in some areas early in the day, and then everybody drops into the teens and 20s during the afternoon. Temperatures fall throughout the day tomorrow as those winds increase. We're also probably going to see increasing sunshine through the day tomorrow, with any west slope snow showers ending pretty early in the day. So tomorrow, for the most part, looks pretty dry. It's going to turn windy Tuesday, brutally cold Wednesday. Highs on Wednesday only 33, which means the mountains probably won't get out of the 20s. We're better on Thursday. Thursday 45, but then that system on Friday will bring us not only the chance for a wintry mix, but it will also allow another shot of brutally cold air to move in for the weekend. We're looking at highs on Saturday below freezing everywhere. High Saturday 27 degrees. We're a little bit better, if you want to say it. Sunday 37, hey, 10 degrees warmer on Sunday than Saturday, and then we're back into the 40s 1 week from today. I can tell you, looking ahead to next week, I do believe we're going to turn a little bit warmer. Okay, we're in the 40s on Monday. Believe it or not, maybe by the middle of next week, we may be back in the 50s. Okay, so we're watching the storm system right now. It's going to continue to bring us a chance for snow here for the next 3 hours or so, and then we're going to have some mountain snow showers after that. Watching another storm system Thursday night into Friday. Behind that, brutally cold again this weekend. Should warm up again next week. Current time is 9:10, and joining me is my good friend Allie. Allie, are there any questions I can answer tonight? Sure. There are questions about snowfall totals. I will be happy to go over those with you right now. We've gotten, again, these are not very old. I would say they're no older than about the first graphic I'm about to show you is about maybe 15 minutes old. The second graphic I put together probably about a half hour ago. So far we've seen in Fancy Gap 5 inches, Boones Mill 5 inches, Glenver 4, Hillsville 3, Blacksburg a little bit more than 2. And then you head towards Cave Spring, we've seen 4 inches, Wytheville 3, Bedford 3, Lynchburg 2.2. A little bit more in Forest than in, say, Lynchburg. I would imagine Forest is probably up to 3 inches by now, at least, because Forest has been about an inch above what Lynchburg has seen so far. Anything else, Allie? When are we? Well, the possibility is there for Friday. The question is, when are we going to get more snow? Well, we're going to get a little more snow here this evening. But the next storm system we'll have to watch will come into play Thursday night into Friday. That one may have a little bit more mix with it, a little bit more freezing rain and sleet with it. At least that's the way it looks right now. But there's, I think, you know, if we do get a storm system, I still think we're going to have some snow with it as well. But we may have that mixing take place at some point in time with that next storm system. Again, the timing of that would be Thursday night into Friday. I think it's gone by the weekend. Anything else, Allie? Perfect. Current time is 9:12. We'll be back here in about an hour and 45 minutes from now with our 11 o'clock newscast. We do hope to see you then. And please, folks, if you don't have to go out and about, just stay inside tonight. The roads are not good. Again, I checked VA 511 before coming out here and checked out some of the cameras, and the roads don't look especially great. Just hunker down, stay inside. Could have certainly some issues tomorrow morning because, again, we're going to be pretty cold. I think a lot of the precipitation's gone by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, but that doesn't mean we're going to be, scot-free from any impacts. Certainly could have some refreezing come tonight on roadways as you head out the door tomorrow morning. So if you can't, just stay inside tonight. Again, check out our school closings on either WSLS TV or on WSLS.com. There are not many schools in session tomorrow. And real quick, one thing I do want to mention, for you folks who are watching this from Southside, you're probably saying, Jeff, what's the big deal? Danville, South Boston, not only have you not really seen much snow in those areas, you really haven't seen much precipitation in those areas. I mean, you go 20 miles further north of Danville, you've seen a lot of precipitation. You go 45 miles north of South Boston, you've seen a lot of snow. But if you're watching us in Pittsylvania, Halifax, even portions of Charlotte counties, you're probably saying, what's the big deal about today? Well, we didn't see much of anything, and you didn't. Martinsville, you certainly see more precipitation than Danville, but you go into the NRV, the Roanoke Valley, towards Lynchburg, towards the Highlands, and it's been quite messy out there, especially for the last about 5 to 6 hours or so. Anything else, Allie? Perfect. All right, friends, we'll see you back here at 11 p.m. Have a good night.